Okay, let's try to watch the language. There's children present, huh?
Broadcasting live in between your parents' silk sheets.
That's disgusting.
Broadcasting from the bathroom after Kirstie Alley had an all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet.
Ay, caramba.
Who cares where we broadcast from? My pants are down and my nipples are hard.
Oh, Davey. Hello, this is Christopher Walken. You're listening to the Modern Problems radio show hosted by Shotgun, Jay Spin, and Daveylove. You fat bastard.
I think so. You were very, very sexy back then.
Well, thank you.
And are
I had
now.
a good time doing it.
And I also think that one of my favorite storylines of all time of wrestling was when you slept with Tori Wilson's dad and he died.
Lord.
That was the greatest thing ever, I think.
Lord have mercy, the Al Wilson storyline.
You know what? People either loved that storyline or they absolutely thought it was ridiculous and hated it. I particularly loved it. I thought it was a great storyline. I thought it was very, I thought it was well done. I think it was entertaining.
You know, personally...
we used Tori's real dad.
That was her real dad?
That was her real dad we used.
I thought it was just an actor. All these years, I thought it was just an actor. I thought it was just, somebody that they hired from an agency. We need you to portray Tori's dad.
No, they gave her the choice, actually. They said, do you want us to use your real dad or do you want us to hire an actor?
She's like, hell yeah,
we're on the road so much. She said, no, I would love to see my dad and spend some time with him. So little did she know what she was getting into with her real dad. With the whole storyline the way it went.
Who was
and made for some uncomfortable days in the locker room, I'll tell you that much.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Well, think about her dinner table must have been uncomfortable.
Thanksgiving that year.
I had to do a shower scene with him once. I had to do some crazy stuff with him, and it was just mortifying.
That's the best thing about the WWE, though. Their crazy storylines. I always love that about that. You can they just go off in directions that you don't even know. It just blows your mind every time. It's really.
You like your mind blown, don't you?
Really?
Yeah. I put that storyline kind of in that same category that when Ray and Eddie were feuding over the custody of Ray's kid. Every now and then. You want to create stars and you want to give people a chance to shine, but every now and then you just throw a curveball at the fans and say, "Here, this is happening, and it's happening right now."
Like it or not, right?
Who pitched that idea to you guys backstage? Who was the writer, the wrestler? Was it Vince who walked up to you and Tori and said,
"They came up with that."
Who?
Paul Heyman was the one. Paul Heyman came up with it.
Really?
That was a Paul Heyman special. Yeah, it was, and it was funny because they would tell me about it, and I would just tell them, you know what? Don't even tell me what I'm doing next week. Just tell me when I get to work, because I wanted to be surprised, just like the fans. And so most of the time, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into until I got to work that day.
You would just show up and Paul would just spin something on you. Kind of that's what everybody says, and you can tell us about it when you were in ECW. Paul was very spontaneous, and you just kind of rode the wave of whatever he was coming up with. Is that true, or?
That's exactly how he worked, and that's why I love that storyline. It was very easy for me to work that storyline because it was what I was brought up with in the industry. And, I'm very old school mentality in this industry, and I was taught that you just do what you're told without having an opinion about it. So, to the best of your ability, you do what you have to do, what you're told. So it was just exciting for me, and I do my best work under pressure. So that's why I never wanted to be told either, because I knew that it would be something outlandish, and I didn't want to have to think about it and overthink it and overprocess it.
That's the way we think on our show here. It's always fly by the seat of your pants. There's it's just the way we roll here on Modern Problems. Same way.
That's for damn sure.
It's the best way, though.
Well, as long as it works.
Oh, definitely. It definitely works. At least we hope so. Right, Nick? Does it work?
I think it works. Now, we're talking about ECW and Paul Heyman. Now, obviously, you managed the Impact players. You were with Credible and Lance Storm. One question I've always had about that tag team, and you can kind of answer this question for me. They were so diametrically opposed to one another, personality-wise. It seemed that way. It seemed like they were completely different people. like, did they get along backstage? Like, did they hang out on the road? Like, did you guys all just get together and hang out, or what was it like managing
Lance
those two?
and PJ were very tight. We're very,
Really?
very close.
They seem like completely
PJ
different people.
Yeah, Just Incredible. I call him PJ because that's his real name. But Just Incredible is a very, very sensitive, very sweet guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's just really the nicest person you'll meet in this industry. And he wouldn't even kill a bug. Like, that's how I feel about PJ.
Oh, how sweet.
Just Incredible's a teddy bear, is what you're saying?
He's a teddy bear. He's a teddy bear. Absolutely. He's just the sweetest guy you'll ever meet.
A big, muscly teddy bear from Waterbury.
To his own default, because he always gets, walked on, and his feelings get hurt very easily.
That's horrible. You had me to the big teddy bear part. And that was
Did you feel close to that somehow?
I did feel close. I kind of like identified myself in there.
I'm sure.
I bet you do that, Daddy.
So Lance and him did that. The three of us were extremely tight. The three of us.
Really? I remember watching the old matches and just looking at them, and it was the technician, and it was just Incredible style. He brawled a lot. He was he would work around the ring, and I just thought those two guys the moment they go backstage, they must separate.
Yeah, but you think that, but for the most part, those guys are friends though. They've worked together for years. You don't know, it's a show. But
right.
it's a great show.
Yeah, but I've worked with Francine for years, and I can't stand her.
Wow.
So that's not true. Yeah, I mean, that's a real true rivalry right there between Francine and I to this day. I mean, I'm retired, and time has gone by, but there's not enough time that could possibly go by.
If you never see her again for the rest of your life, you'll have seen her too many times since you last saw her.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Oh my
and
God.
She feels the same way about me, I'm sure. So it's no skin off either of our backs.
Oh, that's kind of hot, though.
No skin off your back.
Yeah.
Well, it made it good for ring work, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
For when Joey was screaming catfight.
Oh, those catfights were real as we could possibly make them without ruining the show.
Tearing hair and
the broad panty
roll
matches
around.
were my favorite.
Giving a good stiff elbow or clipping her in his chin
Good
every
stiff.
once in a while. Just they were pretty real with those back then.
Well, Dawn, how about we call up Michelle now, because I know she's probably ready to talk. You can patch her in, right?
Sure, yeah. Hold on, I'll get her right in.
All right.
I think she's on. Michelle, are you on?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if you guys were on live. Are you on a break?
Oh no, we're on live, Michelle. Let me introduce you to the cast of characters on Modern Problems Radio Show. You've talked to me before. I'm Daveylove.
How are you?
How you doing? We have the producer extraordinaire, Mr. Shotgun.
How's it going?
We have my sexy co-host, Jessica Apple.
Hi, how are you, doll?
Isn't that a great name, Jessica Apple?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a porn name.
It does.
She's dripping applesauce right now.
Oh, my Lord.
Sticky. Gonna have them.
And then we have we have my T-shirt creator, George Bloom. Say hello, George.
What's going on, beautiful?
And we have our videographer, which we already have talked to Don about. He's never gone on the mic before, till he heard Don was going to be on, and he's a big wrestling fan, and this is his first time in front of the camera and actually talking on the microphone.
And he's doing so good.
And my name is Nick.
I did say Nick.
How
Nick
are you,
Knight.
Michelle?
Very good. How are you? And I want to say, would the producer's a National Guard?
Yes, he is.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much for, fighting for us and protecting our country.
No problem, man.
Now that we have both Michelle and Dawn on, I wanted to ask you guys about the Keep the Peace music video that you guys worked on through MUDA. How did you guys get started on that project?
You want to go, Dawn?
No, you start. You started it.
Okay, I started, I guess I wrote a song called Keep the Peace, and I wanted it to be like a We Are the World.
Yeah.
And
that was kind of the idea I
long
got
time
when I looked into it.
wrote a package, and it's literally like We Are the World on steroids. So right now, We are in the process of getting all the players intact, and then we're going to go into the studio, re-record the song with all the the celebrities on it, and then we're going to shoot the video.
Is it going to be something like a fundraising effort, or how do you plan on getting the word out and letting people hear the song?
We're hoping
what we're
tonight.
going to do is
really?
the project Keep the Peace project has 5 different elements to it. And obviously it starts with the song, then it has a music documentary, it has a world tour, it has extensive intellectual property, and it ends with a television show. And basically, a large portion of the proceeds will go towards rehabilitating the homes of our disabled veterans.
That's awesome.
From all the projects collaboratively.
And where on the do you know where on the world tour you're going? Because I know we're syndicated in other countries. Where on the world tour are you guys going? Do you know yet, or?
Well, we didn't know. We're not that far into it yet. We just have it written down into the package.
Okay.
We definitely
All over.
we definitely are going to help with the plugging effort of the cause, and definitely would love to get you guys up here, maybe shoot some of the part of the video up here.
Where are you?
We're in Ansonia, Connecticut.
Oh, you're not so far away.
No, we're definitely not far
We're from Jersey.
Oh, we're close.
I'm from Jersey. You heard of me?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey.
I'm from Jersey.
Actually, my T-shirt guy, George Bloom, is from Jersey.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah?
What part of Jersey are you from, George?
New Brunswick area.
How come you're not
you're
Tanner?
neighbors with Michelle.
Where does she live?
New Brunswick.
Right in New Brunswick.
I'm gonna have to.
We're going to have to. Are you really in New Brunswick?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you out for a drink. I'm right off of George Street.
All right, so we're probably neighbors because I'm off of George Street too.
Oh my goodness! You're the girl I look out my bathroom window and see.
Oh,
Jesus.
Scared
I
me.
don't know about that, but I do keep the shades up. I do keep the shades up though, so
It's a
it's an
possibility.
open call for anyone who walks in the back.
So you have a lot of big names working on this project with you as well.
Yeah, we do. We have the beautiful Baywatch babe Tracy Bingham and GT Shada, and we're in the process of talking to a few other people. We have Mickey James.
I heard
I
read
love
that.
Mickey James.
I actually was going to ask my next question about that. Who else was besides Mickey James involved in it?
Well, right now we're only allowed to divulge the 3 that we did, besides Dawn and myself. But we're going to release it as soon as we get authorization. So we will. It's going to be like people that we want on the video. I'm going to tell you. I'll start rattling names.
Sure, go ahead.
Diana Ross, Lionel Richie, Meatloaf, Bono, Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen.
I think Bono will be a little hard.
Yeah, well, we're trying to hit everybody. In fact, it's the 6 degrees of separation. If anybody knows these artists and they want to get on it, because we're actually getting the package to everyone. I know Justin Bieber supposedly has a package, and we gave it to Queen Latifah. So we're looking at all types of genres, and we really want to make a change. And the thing is, like a lot of these celebrities, like I should say musicians, are not really, doing much. Obviously they're the older generation is. They're just relaxing, but now it's time to kick it back and show the young generation what it's like to do and to give back. And Dawn, I don't know if you want to tell them about the Guardian Angels and everything. You want to tell them a little bit about it?
Well, part of the package is where we have a television program, and what the television program would be the actual reconstruction, rehabilitation of the homes. And we'd like to get some of the Guardian Angels included into that. And, we're working with a lot of different people, and we're going to be involving a lot of different genres of the music industry. And it's going to be interesting. You guys are going to really like it. I feel like you're going to really like it. Cool. And there's something for everyone. And what's great about the tour, and I didn't mention, was that tour is going to continuously go on until our boys are home, our men and women are home from the conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq.
That's awesome.
So it's almost like a peace rally tour.
That's good. Shotgun, we want to come back. He's actually going there.
I know.
To go ahead, Shotgun. Tell him about what you're going to be doing.
I'll be out there in October till next year. I'm a helicopter mechanic.
Geez.
So.
What division are you in?
I'm in
What
the
branch?
Army National Guard. I'll be going out there in aviation. So I'll be I don't know where in Afghanistan, but I'll be somewhere in Afghanistan.
Okay.
You know, wild about the whole thing is that we were supposed to be pulling our troops out, and of course we can't pull them out because without us, the place would probably, fall under even more than it already is. But
right.
It's men and women like you guys that actually make it so that we can do the radio show. We can go to McDonald's. We can go to the movies. So my hat's off to you guys because you guys are the true heroes. And it's sad that the people of America only really do anything for, like, Veterans Day, the 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. They should be...
And half the time they don't even know why they're celebrating. If they go to Memorial Day, they go down to the beach. Oh, the beaches are open, or whatever,
I gotta work that day.
It's it. And on Christmas time, I'm sure you get a lot of stuff sent over there. But the thing is that you guys are giving 24/7. And people don't realize that. And it's just sad. Like, I met a lady yesterday, and she told me that her daughter was coming home. She, obviously was over there in Iraq, and there was an explosion, and she's literally deaf. And they gave her 35% hearing in one ear with a hearing aid, and she's completely deaf from the pressure of the explosion. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty sad because, she went out there to protect us, and here she's coming back hurt. And
that's for the rest of her life, and people don't realize that. Not that they don't realize it. I think they do realize it. They're not ignorant. They just don't recognize it as much as they should, or as often as they should. And so that's why we're doing the Keep the Peace package. We have the program going on, and a large portion of the proceeds will be going towards rehabilitating the homes of the disabled veterans coming home so that they're handicapped accessible, and to rekindle the family unit that's been severed by the parent that was gone.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's why you guys are doing the rally year-round, and why you guys are doing the tour year-round, to just constantly be reminding people, even around times of year when it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's sort of like, people sit in front of, the White House and they protest and they have the peace rallies and this and that. Well, we're going to do it with music, and we're just going to have a continuous tour that doesn't stop until all of our troops are home from Afghanistan and Iraq.
It's called dedication.
And I would say, we want it to really be peaceful, so we don't want any violence. I mean, there's too much violence in the world today, in the USA, with one another, and it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Well, that's because you live in New Brunswick.
Well, ladies,
wow.
I want to.
There's no violence where I live.
Well, there were gunshots, but you know what? It's getting better, and I'm gonna make a change just in New Brunswick alone, because I'm gonna stop the violence.
There you go.
I gotta bring the National Guard up here with
to Jersey. It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be down to help.
There
out.
you go. I want to thank you, ladies, for coming on the show. We're definitely gonna plug the movement for you guys and get this thing going. And when you're in the area, we want to set something up so you guys come down live in studio and hang out with us.
All right. Well, it sounds like a plan.
And
that is awesome.
And before you go, I want you guys to list off all the websites and stuff that you want to talk about to plug all the causes. Go ahead.
You want to do them, Michelle? Okay, I'll do them. You can go to MUDA, MUDA, multimediaentertainment.com. You can go to my own website, which is dawnmarieonline.com. You could Twitter me at WWE Dawn Marie ECW, and Michelle is at Michelle Mupo.
All right.
And I also have the Real Fuchsia too, which I think I'm going to close that down. So just stick with Michelle Mupo.
All right. I'm already following both of you ladies.
Checking it out.
Right on.
All right.
You too.
Thank you so much.
One shot.
We'll stay in touch soon, and hopefully all you ladies, and you can even bring Tracy up, we'll have a blast up here and hang out.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Take care.
All right, Shotgun. What are we going into?
We are going to let them introduce themselves. This is the Modern Problems Radio Show.
Nick signing off.
Right, applesauce?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait.
What?
Rewind, Nick. What did you say?
I said, this is Nick signing off.
We gonna send Nick to CNN. This is Modern Problems Radio Show.